We're joined on the line now by Aubrey Olivier, who is the mining leader for Southern Africa at Deloitte. And a very good morning to you, Aubrey. I thank you for your time.
Morning, Kolani. Good to be on.
Oh, thank you very much. In the run-up to this mining indaba, of course, a lot of tensions between government and the industry in general. Do you think that the two buried the hatchet at the indaba?
Yeah, I think reflecting after the 4 days down in Cape Town, I think it was quite eventful, and certainly my view is that people spoke their minds, and certainly from a government perspective, I would say that the minister highlighted the issues and the expectations from a government side, and equally on the other side, industry has also highlighted the challenges that they face.
I saw some analysis somewhere where somebody was suggesting that also what came out of this indaba is that investors perhaps are no longer necessarily focused on investing in South Africa, but they're moving elsewhere, that the winds of investments are now blowing north and west of South Africa. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, I mean, I would totally agree with that. I think investors are certainly cautious about South Africa, and certainly looking at other investment destinations, and I think as a result of the ongoing back and throw between industry and government in South Africa, and certainly we as a South African haven't done ourselves a lot of favors in terms of encouraging investments from a global perspective.
But what is it that attracts them elsewhere that is perhaps not here in South Africa? Because if you talk about issues of how much government extracts in terms of the revenues from the mining, that's an issue elsewhere as well. It's not just a South African issue.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I think it's a global trend that governments are increasingly looking towards the industry, to collaborate in terms of the social development of countries. Having said that, I think South Africa has just been in the spotlight in the media globally. I think far too much, and I would say that countries where there's less of a focus from a media perspective, typically, the issues that one sees, might be less than in a country where it's highlighted by the media.
I suppose, and there was this big question asked by somebody whether or not the era of big mining is over in South Africa. What would you say?
No, I don't think so. I think South Africa has a lot to offer, and I also have to say that my sense that I get speaking to international people that visited Cape Town this week is just that everybody wants to see that South Africa gets it right, that there's good news that coming out of the country, that investor confidence gets restored, and that everybody then works together to build the nation further.
I really thank you very much for your insights here.